Everyone has a collection they love to collect. For some, it may be an exciting book or novel series. For others, it may be paint and paintbrushes. But for me, my collection is records, or more specifically, vinyl. Since late May of 2018, I've been collecting vinyl from several of my favorite artists, from the Beatles to Metallica. Now, I would love to show you my entire collection, but to do that in one video would take over 2 hours long, which would become a little boring. So to make it a little more watchable, I split my collection into a series, which meant that the videos would now take less than 1 hour long each. In early August 2025, I went through my entire collection to see how I would split this collection up. I decided that the best way to make these videos more watchable was split them into when I got each of them. In this video, I will be taking a look at the albums I got between late October to December 2024. Okay, now it's time to look at the third and final batch of albums I got in the year 2024. This one, I actually thought this was a very, very great find. This is a George Harrison compilation album. This is the Best of Dark Horse, 1976 to 1989. I got this for a pretty good price, actually, through Dark Horse Records. A used copy, but in pretty decent shape, you know? And I found this at Vintage Vinyl for a pretty reasonable price. There's that sticker, complete with the inner sleeve with the lyrics. And there's the Dark Horse label. A really great find, this one. It's one that stands well today for me. Next up, released around the same time, a couple of years earlier to be exact, this is Guns N' Roses' iconic debut album, Appetite for Destruction. Again, another glossy finish, which is really nice, although this little guy here kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. I would have much rather have had it be like part of like a hype sticker in the shrink wrap, but it is what it is, you know? So yeah, blame the Parental Music Resources Center for that. It's their fault. But an extremely classic album. I also got this at Vintage Vinyl, and another high gloss inner sleeve with all the lyrics and credits. As I said earlier, it's on Geffen Records, side Guns, and side Roses, so very cleverly put together. And next up, this is actually kind of an interesting find. This is the 2024 50th anniversary edition of Band on the Run. This was actually a used copy I found at Vintage Vinyl, and looked in decent shape. I mean, the shrink wrap was still left on, complete with its hype sticker on, so I just kept it on here. There it is. And there's the back, complete with the Made in Germany sticker. Let me just take the contents out. So, this, of course, is the original album. Another classic album. This is actually a replica of the US album, so this has one track more than the UK album, with the addition of Helen Wheels, which wasn't on the UK album. So, in here, of course, as I said earlier, it's something I found at Vintage Vinyl, half-speed mastered at Abbey Road, as provided by Miles Showell. We have the original photo poster collage featuring Polaroid snapshots. I think that's how it is. Yeah. The original inner sleeve design, showing Paul McCartney and his band The Wings in Lagos, Nigeria, and the lyrics. And there's the label. A nice little picture label, this one. On both sides. And in addition to this album, you also get this second album with a picture of Paul McCartney's passport. This is called an album of rough mixes of the album called Band on the Run Underdubbed. A nice textured finish on this one, nothing on the back. So we have another vintage vinyl bumper sticker. I had to take advantage of that. And we have a second Polaroid Snapshots collage poster. Which is actually kind of cool, something different. And this is actually kind of a unique inner sleeve, this one. With a sort of type text label to match the underdub theme. So, rough mixes of the album's tracks. Which is actually in a different order than that of the released album. But definitely a very interesting find, this one. Next up, we have Metallica's fourth studio album from 1988. It's And Justice for All. I think this is a 2018 reissue for its 30th anniversary, I think, if I remember correctly, because this is a Blackened Recordings reissue, which gets its name from the opening track on this album, actually. So I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, this is a 2018 reissue. So we have another digital download card. Original insert here with the lyrics. And this is actually on 2 discs and white polylined inner sleeves, which is good. There it is. I kind of wish this was actually gatefold sleeve instead of just a single sleeve, but it is what it is. And it's a similar case with this album. This is a half-speed mastered edition of The Who's It's Hard album for its 40th anniversary, 1982. So again, another Obi strip. And there's the original cover design. This didn't come with a half-speed mastering certificate, but I do have a vintage vinyl bumper sticker and this special, sort of poster. There it is. And you have the 2 discs, so here's disc 1. Presented here on orange vinyl. And you know how cool colored vinyl looks. I mean, it definitely looks very nice. There's disc 2 with the previously unreleased alternate mixes. And this one's on yellow vinyl. Next up, from 1989, it's Nirvana's debut album. This is Bleach. Another great cover, this one, on Sub Pop. Vintage vinyl, and I don't know if this inner sleeve's original. It might be. But this one's on regular black vinyl with the original reproduction of the original label design on both sides. And finally, to wrap things up, we have Metallica's iconic 1991 Black Album. Although again, single sleeve, not gatefolded. This is the 2021 30th anniversary reissue. Blackened recordings. There's the back. So, again, digital download, lyric insert, and polylined inner sleeves. This is actually kind of cool. This is actually sort of on a marbled black vinyl, which actually looks very, very cool. It looks like, look at this! Look at that! It looks so, so good. This one's beginning to... I think this one's coming unglued, and I just noticed that. There's a second disc. But that is another great set of albums right here.